Ethan back for another review, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing Kentucky Coffee Barrel Stout, aged in bourbon barrels, established 1999 from Alltech Brewing Company in Frankfort, Kentucky. 8% alcohol by volume. This is an American Imperial Stout, brewed and packaged by Lexington Brewing Company, Lexington, Kentucky. Stout brewed with Haitian coffee, aged in Oak Bourbon Barrels over whole coffee beans. So I'm real excited to try this. It's that time of year for stouts, November. Cooler weather setting in, darker beers come out. All right. I got some fast facts on it on the website. It is an American Imperial Stout, as I mentioned, Alltech Lexington Brewing and Distilling Company. 18 IBUs. The hops are East Kent and Goldings. The malts are C80, Carapils, Chocolate, and Two-Row Pale. And the calories are estimated at 240 per 12-ounce serving. Recommended food pairings are big, intense dishes, it says. Roast beef, lamb, or game, grilled or roasted. Or rich, moderately aged cheese. Or chocolate peanut butter desserts. Anything with toasted coconut. It gets an 86 on beeradvocate.com. Very good. They like it. They generally like stouts. And let's just go ahead and get into this. All right, nice hiss with the cap coming off. Let's go ahead and get a pour in the mug. Try to get a nice aggressive pour to generate some head. All right. About a 3-finger head. Dark brown. Not black. I mean, there's some, you could see some color in here. It's not completely devoid of color, but on camera it probably looks black. Very dark brown, sort of a burgundy red. For some reason in the light, this kind of seems a little lighter than other stouts I've had. But at 8% and aged in oak barrels, I'm kind of surprised this one is a little lighter. Let's go ahead and get an aroma. Well, on the aroma, there's actually not a whole lot going on. A little bit of toasted malt, toasted barley, a little bit of coffee, maybe a little bit of chocolate, maybe like a vanilla, almost like a vanilla ice cream, or like a coffee sugar drink from Starbucks or wherever. Not a whole lot of aroma. I don't get those deep toasted malts that you get with Guinness Farm Extra or the like. But we shall see. Let's go ahead and get the rest in there. 12-ounce bottle. It's not that jip of an 11.2-ounce bottle that some imported stouts come in. I have the receipt right here. I got a 4-pack. For $12.99. So, not cheap, but for an Imperial Stout, bourbon aged stout, pretty typical price. Let's go ahead and get a taste. Okay, right up front, you're getting that toasted, very toasted, dark barley malt. Not a whole lot of coffee with this. For something with coffee on the label, this is not very coffee forward, not very chocolate forward, which I like. I've mentioned before that I like less sweet stouts. This is a very toasted, almost but not quite burnt, toasted stout, Imperial Stout. You get a little bit of the booze coming through on the palate, but not much, 8%. This drink's more like a 6.5. There is a good marriage of bitterness with the alcohol versus barley malt, toasted malts. IBUs are not high. This is not too bitter, but there's a nice little bitterness. What you would expect with an imperial stout, but not overwhelming. It's not like a Dragon's Milk or an Old Rasputin. There's not that alcohol forward. This is more of a toasted barley malt forward flavor, which I really like. Okay, with my second sip, it got a little sweeter. Maybe a little more coffee bean, maybe a little more cocoa. Not like a sweet chocolate, but like a cocoa powder kind of taste, like a less sweet chocolate. Like a chocolate plant bean or whatever it is, kind of that more less processed chocolatey flavor, like a dark chocolate versus a milk chocolate, not as sweet, more bitter. That's kind of what I'm getting. $12.99 for the 4-pack. Not bad. A little more than I usually put down for beer, but for something like this, it's worth it. This is really good, but for me, the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout still holds the top spot as the crown of the stouts that I've tried, and it's not even an imperial stout. This is good, but not quite to the level of the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout. For a score, I'd give this a 95. Why a 95 and not 96, 97, 98? It's lacking a little bit of that dark toasted maltiness that I really love in stouts. It has it, but I wish there was a little more. Again, I like it. There's not too much sweetness, but there's just about the right amount of sweetness. But I would like a little more toasted barley malt for an imperial stout like this. And it would, if it had that, it'd probably get a 98 or a 99, something in that range. But for what it is, very enjoyable Kentucky Coffee Barrel Stout out of Alltech Brewing Company. I'll give it a 95. It's enjoyable, definitely worth it. A good stout, great for this time of year in the cool weather. If you see it in your area, try it, buy it. Cheers, and thank you for watching.